have here the famous national dish of Taiwan, the stinky tofu. I could eat this whole dish, but I won't because I might die.
It's very comforting.
Can't go wrong with that.
Let me try.
Oh my god, this is the best thing I've had today. This is amazing. Look at that. Welcome to Nanjichang Market here in the heart of Taipei, Taiwan. We're here late on a Friday evening to explore some of the most exciting Taiwanese street food that you can get. On this trip we've gotten to try a lot of Taiwanese food already, but street food is not one of the things we were able to explore deeply, so I'm really excited for this today. I think what I definitely want to try is the scallion pancakes that are supposed to be very popular. They are a lot of like baked goods that are supposed to be really good, and then obviously we have to try the stinky tofu. I think I'll be fine. For the sake of science, I'm gonna try and eat tofu, which I'm actually allergic to, and let's see if the fermented stinky tofu is an exception to my allergy. Love, what is it that you are craving? What is it that you're looking for?
Nothing in particular.
It is quite overwhelming. There are so many street food vendors here and also so many people, scooters, motorcycles riding around everywhere. But yeah, we are trying to figure out the first place to stop and grab something to eat. We're thinking like soups, maybe some kind of a soup or a stew to get started off. Then maybe go into some grilled meats and then potentially some baked goods. Ooh, I can smell the stinky tofu. I think that is the stinky tofu that we're smelling right now. Yeah, I think so. I think so. That is intense, is it not?
Very pungent.
Wow.
Everything's a holiday. We gon' get this place poppin', we gon' celebrate. Yeah, this water's so blue, I'ma catch a wave. Yeah, I'm in the best mood, give me something great. You know that I feel good.
Okay, we popped into the first little restaurant that's right here by the Nanjichang Market, and we're trying a dish that is called garlic with lamb. And it seems like it's just lamb chopped up in small pieces, stirred fried, then smothered in some gravy. Not sure what's inside the gravy. And then they serve it on top of a lot of stir-fried cabbage as well. We asked for it a little bit spicy. Can't wait to see what we get. Nice little touch of this restaurant is they have a small tea station where you can get free tea with your meal, which we will be taking advantage of.
Free tea.
What is a free tea?
Free tea.
Free tea. Ah, yeah, that's very good. That is nice tea. Mild actually. A little bit of sweetness in there. Okay, here we have this steaming hot plate of this lovely lamb meat inside gravy. I can see some chilies. We have some soy sprouts on top of the cabbage as well. Oh, it smells really good. Those soybeans smell really, really strong. And then you have that lamb aroma coming through. Okay, I'm gonna get a nice little bite. I wanna get all of the aromas together. So I'll get some of my cabbage on top here, add the lamb, and then just grab all of this goodness here, steaming hot. The meat is so tender. I think they must somehow marinate the meat before with some baking soda or something to make it this tender. Soybeans and the cabbage give some nice texture into it, and the gravy, and this you will love, it's very peppery. Seems to be a lot of pepper in this dish. It's not too spicy, it's just perfect, and it's really tasty.
Go give that a try, love. That's nice, right?
No, it's nice. It's like a pepper pie filling. The gravy tastes exactly like the gravy of a pepper pie. Wow, it's peppery, as you said. I love it. The lamb is very thinly sliced. Cabbage is perfectly cooked. It has a nice bite to it, and so is this bean sprouts. I think we should mix it.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Are we supposed to mix it?
I don't know. We are the kings of our food. We can do what we want.
Okay, I'll mix it. It reminds me a lot of the pepper pie from Woolies. Or Pick and Pay, was it?
Yeah.
No, Woolies.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow, this was a lucky first find, first dish of the day. 10 from 10 points. Super satisfying, super flavorful.
That's so good. That made me happy.
I had only planned to take like 1 or 2 bites because I want to try as many things as possible.
Me too.
But it was so good that we finished the whole thing.
It's irresistible.
Price point 130 Taiwanese dollars, so not too bad. Oh, we can smell that stinky tofu.
What you getting?
Something satisfying.
Something satisfying?
Yeah, I've never had this like in maybe a year or so, just because it's very sweet and very unhealthy, and I'm trying to steer away from that just recently. But like, it's irresistible.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different here. Like, isn't Taiwan popular for
Milk
like bubble tea?
Yeah, very much so.
And
Yeah.
it's just very local. It's not much of like processed brands or chains.
What are you getting?
The first one. Oh no, the second one.
So fresh milk with brown sugar bubble and grass jelly.
Yes.
There's so much going on here right now. There's a guy on a electric one wheel that tore past, then a Harley Davidson drove past us, now a scooter is coming, so it's like these motorcycles are driving in between the people. It's like so much action, so much happening out here. And it's Friday evening, so a lot of people are out to get their street food fix, which is really cool. Just elevates the entire vibe.
So our first dish is very safe, very satisfying, a very nice find actually, something that you would always crave for and would comfort you if you don't know what to pick or eat here, and if you have a very picky taste palette or food palette. This one is a little bit more
Out there.
out there. I mean, not too out there yet, but different. Let's try it.
To be a good place because there's a line of people waiting to get it. That's always a good sign.
Okay, here we have a beautiful bowl, a beautiful rice dish that looks extremely comforting. It is basically cooked rice that is then steamed in a tube, in a foam that makes it very glutinous. Makes it very glutinous, very gooey, very sticky. And then I believe there's some meat and some mushrooms in there as well. And then there's a sauce that's around it. And I believe this might be also another sauce that's a little bit peppery. So I'll let you give this a try first.
It is very sticky. It's not peppery, love.
Not peppery?
That's very satisfying.
Yeah?
It's like something so satisfying. But just because the texture of it. From someone who knows how to cook rice and has been cooking rice since she was 10 years old, this is very well cooked, very well done.
Okay, I have to give it a try. I'm very, very enticed.
Gonna get a nice dollop of this rice with some of the gravy. So the gravy is slightly sweet. So you get this kind of like this vibe of a sweet, sticky rice situation, but it's not just sweet, it's also savory. It's like a mix in between both of them. It's really interesting. There's so many different things coming together here. That meat in there, pork, super tender. The fat is also very gelatinous. You know what? I couldn't tell you what this gravy is. It's maybe like some kind of a tomato reduction.
No, it tastes like a sinigang mix.
This is very nice. We have some mushrooms in here as well. So cool. And then we also have here a braised egg. I'm not sure, I don't think this is a duck egg, right? This is a regular egg.
I don't know.
Braised very long, very hard, but it has good flavor. I like this.
You like it?
I like it, yeah. It's satisfying. Something for a cold day.
I feel like that one is not for me, just because for the fact that even when I'm eating rice with anything, I would barely go for garlic rice, I would barely go for turmeric rice, java rice. I would always just have plain rice. So I think it's already for me very much too different from my palate.
And then we got here another dish, some beautiful, super tender meat. I believe here we have pork belly and then some kind of knuckle with very soft, very jiggly, very tender skin. Look at that fat. Looking at this, you just know that this has been cooking for like, I don't know, hours and hours and hours. Probably started early this morning and now it's here on our plate. It's braised, it's meaty. When the fat is melted, almost jelly-like. It's so good. Love it. And it's just a little bit sweet. It's not too sweet, not too salty. It's just very comforting, goes well with this sticky rice.
Oh, big bite.
That is so good. It's like the, oh my god, I can't explain it though. Because naturally the knuckle is gelatinous, the fat is gelatinous and it's softer. And I feel like it also has been cooking for a long time, that it just melts in your mouth. And once it melts in your mouth, you get the taste of star anise, laurel leaves, cinnamon bark, barley, some soy sauce, and maybe some vinegar as well. And pepper. If you pepper. It's very difficult to explain, but it's just so satisfying. Actually, if you look at it, I think you can imagine how it would taste like. And it tastes exactly like how you imagine, but better. I'm telling you, love. I'm not joking. Try it.
Okay. The tendons in there. Love it. Whenever I see tendons on a menu somewhere, I always order it because it is so delicious. We haven't tried the milk tea yet. That's so nice. That same kind of like gooiness when you bite into the boba. It's just the right amount of sweet for me. So it's like refreshing. It's so hot today. So this is like refreshing and still has that satisfying sweetness. You got the milkiness, the creaminess. How much was it? $70. Okay, as this evening progresses, I'm getting more and more excited to explore more because the first two, actually three with the milk tea choices, were absolute winners. So, you know what, one thing that I want to try is I've seen this crispy fried chicken everywhere, like little chicken nuggets like you made recently at home, kind of like a Taiwanese version of a karaage. Okay, at this previous vendor, I forgot the steamed rice is $40 and the meat they gifted us, so I can't really say how much it was. They always kind of give us a sample of the meat. Now the next stop that we have is kind of like a barbecued chicken skewers and also a chicken roll, so we're going to give that a try.
So what do we have here?
So we have chicken heart in here. It's actually different because when you ask for spicy, usually I would think they would add chili oil to it or something in liquid form. But they use chili powder. So now it looks so different. Excited to try it. The spice kicks in after a while.
Very spicy?
I was gonna say it's mild, but then it kicks on afterwards. But you know what I like about this? It's not overcooked.
Nice.
We've tried chicken hearts here in Taipei, but they're very overcooked and they're very tough. This is perfectly cooked. You don't have that stinky, fishy taste anymore. Not fishy, but meaty or something stinky taste from the heart, but also you don't have the tough taste anymore. And I don't know, it's very readily available here in Taipei as well. So this is already like 5 chickens right for me.
So here we have some, like, I believe it's probably pork belly. It's probably my best guess. Wow, I know what you mean about the spicy. I believe this is pork that has been brined and then roasted, and then they heat it up on an open fire. Quite tough, but jam-packed with flavor. That's quite good.
All right, what do we have next?
So at this point, I'm sure they're all starting to look alike. But trust me, this is different. So what we have here is chicken skin on skewers. So I've had chicken skin. I love chicken skin that is breaded, but I've never had it like this in a skewer. And I've never had it just chicken skin without any breading. And it's supposed to be spicy as well. Let me try. It's very satisfying. If this is something that you have grown used to from the beginning, it would be something you would crave for every time. Just like how I crave for breaded chicken skin. But because it's not breaded, it's a little bit chewy. It's not really crispy. It's not tough either. I think it's fried chicken skin. I'd say it's okay.
And then last but not least, we have the chicken roll. I have no idea like what is inside this chicken roll. They couldn't tell me. They just said several parts of the chicken. So let's try it. Oh my god, that is so good. That is an absolute flavor explosion. It's literally like several parts of the chicken with juices of the chicken rolled into the skin of the chicken. Oh, this is delicious. This is the best thing I've had today. This is the best thing I've had today. This is amazing. Look at that. If you love chicken, then this is like the number one. Love, try this. It's so good.
You like it?
You know what that is? It's the rectum.
Chicken butt, right?
It's not so, yeah, you know, that's what I thought as well. Because I was asking what the skewer was and he said chicken pot, chicken pot. And I thought he's saying chicken part or part of the chicken. And then he pointed at the menu and it says chicken butt. So it's not chicken part, it's chicken butt.
Yeah.
And it tastes just like that, which is very juicy by the way.
Yeah. Chicken butt is my favorite
Part of like the chicken inasal in the Philippines. You can get chicken butt sometimes. You having more?
No, thank you. I must say, you know what I like about the stores here in the night market? They don't gatekeep. They know what their best sellers are. They know what's best thing they would give, what's the best thing, what people come for in their stand. And that's what they offer you, just like how we had the pork knuckle and just like how we had the pork belly. And I love that everyone's so friendly with tourists. Everyone assists us. Although, you know, you would see that they would find it very difficult to converse in the English language. But everyone's so friendly and so accommodating.
Yeah, I agree.
I love it.
Okay, next up we have the gizzard.
First glance looks dry, which I think indicates that it's overcooked and it's tough. And it's tricky. Gizzard is very tricky to cook because if you reach a mark that it's overcooked, you know, it gets very tough and that happens very easily. Oh, alright.
So all of those skewers in total came to 135 Taiwan dollars. Not a bad deal. You have to try the chicken roll. It is so good. I love the chicken roll. Yeah, the stinky tofu. I mean, it just permeates your entire brain. It smells so strong.
Here we have another vendor. Is it something you want to try, the stinky tofu?
Honestly, after the gizzard experience, I love chicken gizzard. I love like making it into an adobo. I love it. You know, I love it, love. It's just this one that I had is bitter, which means it's not very well cleaned, but it's... The rest of what we had from the store is very nice. So I would recommend the heart. I would recommend the chicken roll as well. It's basically the rectum, so...
Okay, we have arrived at the next dish, which is probably the final savory dish of the evening. We have here the famous national dish of Taiwan, the stinky tofu. So I believe this is tofu that is fermented and then deep fried, and it has some meaty sauce underneath, some cabbage on top.
Now that we're closer to it, it smells better.
Yeah, I'm actually allergic to tofu, so every time I eat tofu, I'm taking a little bit of a risk. So I might get some kind of food poisoning, but yeah.
Opposite of Mike, I love tofu. I grew up with fried tofu and pork skin, so it's something that I love as well. Let's see. It smells so much better now. You know, I feel like the stink, it's just from when it's still raw.
Yeah,
and
when it's not fried yet.
Yeah, when it's not fried yet, exactly. But now that it's fried, now it's got that sauce. It smells so much better already.
Well, go ahead. Yes.
Smells can be deceiving.
I don't think it's fermented at all. Honestly, this tastes like just regular tofu. If you've had tofu before and fried it before, it tastes exactly like that. Good thing is they fried it very well and it's very crispy. The skin of the tofu, or the outside of the tofu, is very crispy, which is always what you're looking for when you're cooking tofu. Honestly, I feel like the tofus in the Philippines is even more sour. Naturally sour. Tofu in the Philippines I find is naturally sour. If you boil it, it would be a little bit sweeter. But this is just flavor neutral. It's like other tofu, and it's not. There's nothing very pungent anymore about it. I love it. It's very comforting. They've got cabbage on top of it. Let me try. Now the cabbage is pickled. All the sourness is in the cabbage. And the tofu itself is just absorbing all that flavor, I guess. Love it.
Right, I'm excited to try.
With chili.
Oh, with chili oil. That is a great idea.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna grab this. So you reckon to eat it together with the cabbage?
No.
No?
No.
You don't like the cabbage?
It affects the taste so much.
Okay.
It's better if you just have it.
With chili?
Yes.
Alright. Dip it in the chili. It smells really good, especially with that chili sauce on it. Wow. That's really nice. the fermented aroma. It kind of comes in the back of your throat. When you exhale, you kind of get that sensation. But it's really nice, crunchy on the outside, very, very fluffy, very light. I think by fermenting, like bubbles inside just expand the whole tofu, which makes it a little bit more airy. It's almost like a marshmallow on the inside. Really good. And that chili sauce is so fragrant. I could eat this whole dish, but I won't because I might die. 谢谢. Hearty. All right, what do you say? Is it time to satisfy our sweet tooth, our sweet teeth? Yes?
I'm so full.
So full?
But yeah, let's do it.
Some people just can't handle their sticky tofu.
Ooh, so we stumbled upon a fight here at the street food market. Seems like the police is getting involved. Usually when the police comes, the fight is over very fast.
No, but still the guys So you know what we call them in the Philippines?
What?
Maoy.
What's that?
Maoy.
What do you call mahoy?
Like when you're drunk and you suddenly become the king of the
king
of the street,
yeah.
and you're like, who's brave enough to fight me?
And then the police comes and then they run away.
They're like, no, it's just a misunderstanding.
There are so many places here at this night market. You'd literally have to come here every single day for an entire month to even put a dent into trying all of the places here. It's crazy. And there's like different themed alleys. The one alley where the people were fighting earlier, we believe was the Japanese alley. Yeah, we're finding it a little bit tough finding something sweet.
Yeah.
It's very hard to identify with all the squiggly lines. Okay, we ordered 2 rather large desserts for $50. A bargain. I like. 150. Not so much a bargain. Okay. Oh, it's hot. So we have here a very crispy bun. I don't know if that's cheese inside of it.
That's
Just
pineapple.
give it a try. What? That's butter. It's very soft. It's like a Filipino pandesal with something crunchy baked over the top and then just salty butter in the middle. It is so satisfying.
I have much of a sweet tooth, honestly.
It's not very sweet. That's good, right? It's so much like a pandesal.
Yeah, with something crispy on top. It's very comforting. It's very like breakfast. Very Filipino breakfast. I like it. It's soft, fluffy, a little dense, and you know how it sticks on your tongue? It is like that.
Very nice.
Shine your light, cast away the shadows in the night.
This Hong Kong egg waffle is quite interesting. So they have like a special kind of waffle maker that has these little bowl shapes. They pour the dough in, flip it once, flip it back, then let it bake in there until it becomes nice and crispy and dark on the outside. Then he rolls it into kind of a half circle, puts it into a pitcher and places it in front of a fan so that it hardens up a little bit and stiffens and keeps the shape. And then he just smothers it with ice cream. Can't go wrong with that.
Exactly like this.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Just for size comparison, these things are so lovely. I love it when you have ice cream with something warm. Like cold, warm combination, always amazing. So let me just bite one of these bowls up. Yum, that's really good. It's crunchy, sweet obviously, it's warm, it's cold. It's just fun to eat. Ice cream could be a bit creamier. Okay, this was a fantastic street food experience here in Taipei, Taiwan. What a fun time. Great dishes that we tried. Reasonable prices.
Yes.
I enjoyed it and I'm definitely excited to come back to this or even explore another food market the next time. Tomorrow we're going to be heading up to the north to explore the Geo Park and you know whatever else the north has to offer. I believe there's also some street food markets up there, so definitely tune in for that. If you've been enjoying the Taiwan series so far, then give this video a big fat thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.